Hello, everyone. Are we live? Yep, we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Singularity Roleplay, where we're here, we're queer, and the way ahead is now clear. I will be your camp counselor for this evening and during your entire stay here. And you can call me Meg or Meg Mysteria if you're feeling formal about it. Before we play popcorn and get everyone to introduce themselves, I wanted to clear up a few rules and misconceptions about camp. If we had to pretend we're summer camp in a movie, it would be rated M for mature or R for horror. So if you're easily upset by any of the following topics, we highly encourage you to step away and take all the time you need in order to take care of yourself. Stop and check in with the camp nurse, hang out under the trees with a friend, whatever aftercare you need. Topics that may be brought up while on campgrounds may include, but is not limited to, the following: homophobia, transphobia, hate crimes, hate speech, gore, death, general violence, discriminatory speech and violence, and mention of use of particular slurs, and description and mention of psychiatric care that is rather dated, such as lobotomy, electroshock care, things of that nature, that is not really practiced today. Please understand that all campers are aware of these topics and that we have multiple safety tools in place for them to use. They will always have direct access to me as their lead counselor. We will make sure that they have all the time and aftercare needed to recover from anything that might cause them to feel unsettled while here at camp. We'll play ball here shortly. I've just got one more announcement. The camp takes LGBTQ plus visibility and inclusion seriously, if you couldn't tell from our all-queer cast. So this month, we're accepting donations for Tabletop Gamers, Inc., a nonprofit organization that champions our same mission through tabletop gaming. If you take a look on the bulletin board below us and in the chat, there will be a button you can press to donate and shake things up for our cast. Okay, campers, let's toss around the talking stick and introduce ourselves. And while you're at it, when did you know that you were different from other people? AKA part of the LGBTQ plus community. Answer that in character, but if you want to tell me your personal life out of character, that's okay too. Who do we want to start with? Let's start with, it's been a while since we've started with Vermin.
Hi everybody, I'm Legendary Vermin. In this show, I play Mickey, who is experiencing some gender revelation, has journeyed far from the closet, has returned to it out of fear, and is now mostly just like trying to stay alive long enough that that discovery can continue. I think Mickey knew they were different from other people. There was a toy that they saw an ad for on TV. I don't know what would have been around in appropriate era, sometime in the 70s. Maybe it was like Polly Pocket or like My Little Pony or something of that nature. And was like to his mom, "Oh, I want that toy." And Mickey's dad is the one that shut that down, and like said, "No, you're not going to be a slur." Um, so yeah, that was probably Mickey's first exposure to the idea that like I maybe want some things that are outside of what is okay for me to want, and yeah, that is a thing that I should keep to myself. Let's popcorn over to Sin.
Hey everybody, I'm Synthetic. You can call me Sin. And for Pat, I I think that she started to realize that she was different from other people um when she was training in judo. Um Not because of like specific gendered things necessarily, but because people started dropping out like around the age when people start like being interested in uh other people, and she was just like never that. Oh, always ace. And she started to realize that that might be different from other people that were around. On the flip side, I'm going to share my story because it's funny in a way. I first started to realize that I was different when I was in my 30s, and I went to a pride thing, and there were name tags that said, "What are your pronouns?" And I stopped for a second because I had been known as he, him for over 30 years, and no one had stopped to ask me, but a name tag did. And that was my revelation.
Just rebooted on the spot.
Yeah, it was that year that I came out. And popcorning over to Alan.
Hey guys, it's me, your boy, Alan. Hi. Yeah, tonight I am playing Henry, and I think kinda, kinda to be honest, I think Henry probably found um, he found his like awakening after watching the just absolute downfall of his parents' divorce. Like he's just like, wow, cis relationships kind of suck. And I don't know. I feel like aside from it being very traumatic for him, it was also kind of eye opening on how love should be. And he really just he wanted to discover what it was to actually be happy. It didn't matter where it came from. He just needed it to happen. And unfortunately, he trauma bonded. But that's what you get when you're in your teens trying to you know trying to grasp some form of solidarity. As for me, fun story, short story, I actually my first real experience, I had met a surfer down at the beach who I thought was really cute, and he was wearing like the full suit, and I mistaken them as female. And after a little while, we were talking, just completely out of the blue. They finally opened up their suit. I was like, "Oh my god, you're a guy!" Like, yeah. And at this point, we were just randomly making out for like the last hour. It's like, okay, no, this is cool. I'm good with this. I don't care.
I can either make a scene right now, or this can be fine.
And like we dated for like 2 or 3 months before they ended up moving to Oregon. But yeah, I was just like, huh, neat.
Things I've discovered about myself today.
It was really weird. It was just like, we've been making out for like the last hour or two. You're sure you're a guy? Yeah. Huh. I like this.
um, I am Meg. I play far too many characters to give you all a synopsis of who slash what they are and what they are into. As for me personally, I had a complete identity crisis after some very unfortunate things happened in my life that I'm not going to go into live on camera. So that's me. Are you guys ready to dive into this? Fantastic. So, where we left off, in the storm bunker, everyone is restless. There are some questions left to answer. How do you get past Tabitha Reed and her followers? How do you get to the town for help? How long before they actually just get tired of waiting and actually storm the bunker? Is there really any time left to wait around? Is it time to act?
So, I wonder if I make enough terrible jokes at them, will they just roll their eyes hard enough that they'll just keel over and die? Like, can that be a weapon?
Are you asking me or your
No,
friends?
to everybody else.
Okay.
I'm sitting here trying to keep myself together, and all I know is jokes.
Have a gun, so probably not.
I hate waiting.
Well, when jokes don't fail, got a good old fashioned Jose Canseco psychopath. Let's take some people out.
Feels like that might not be the most prudent choice, but I'm also like having problems disagreeing with it.
Well, it's better than sitting here and wondering when they're going to get in.
Don't really have to convince me too hard. They hurt Liza.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, said they don't have to convince me too hard. They hurt Liza.
No. Never mind. If you didn't repeat it, it probably wasn't in character.
Oh,
I guess. Look, if you two are doing this, I guess I'm doing it too. So what's the move?
Meg, how long has it been since we got here?
um, an hour, maybe two. Long enough to kind of recuperate, get your injuries checked.
I'm gonna look around. How much food do we have in here? Like supply wise? How much do we have supply wise?
I mean, there's a lot of canned stuff. There's canned stuff and jugs of water. This is basically carryover for when there's actual storming and stuff happening. This is supposed to, like, when it gets really bad, tornado, hurricane weather.
We can stay out here and wait them out, but then nobody's gonna find us. And with what we have here, we may not be able to stick around for terribly long.
So, like, the plan. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying if we walk out directly into Crazy Lady's side, I don't see how that ends well.
It's fair.
We know they took all the gas from the cars nearby. And we don't know how many of those fucking weirdos are up there. Is the goal get her?
I don't know. Maybe. Look, I'm not much of a fighter. I really do not like it. But if it means we get the hell out of here alive, then I will do what I need to. If it means we have to go through her, then yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Last we saw her, she was up on like the roof of a building nearby, right? Or like hiding behind one? What was it?
She was ducked behind one because Director White was kind of kept her pinned down so that she couldn't shoot at y'all. They were in a stalemate shooting at each other. She was
Okay.
taking shots at kids trying to get to safety, and he was taking shots at her trying to keep them safe.
Yeah. We had a gun before, right? I remember Liza being an absolute crack shot.
Yes. Yes.
You did pull a gun off of the cop, like the dead officer, but you only had a couple of bullets.
Okay. Is there anything still in that gun?
I'm gonna say that you have 2 bullets left.
Excellent, excellent. I doubt any of us are masters at arms.
No.
Definitely not.
Okay, so somebody has to get like close, if that's gonna work.
Yeah, that's always been my style.
I'm good at point blank.
Okay, so do we like draw fire in 3 directions, like red light, green light it?
Well, if I'm understanding the situation right, Tabitha and the director are like in their own situation. So why
Yeah,
don't
is Director
we?
White down here?
Director White had brought you guys down here. He stuck around for a little while, long enough to the end of last session. He was there. He told you guys what the deal with Tabitha was, that they had been together, that they had been at the conversion camp together, and that she'd kind of gone a little bit crazy. She did not handle the treatments well. Got this thought in her head that some of the local spirits and things, practices that weren't necessarily her culture, Wendigos, forest spirits, again, not really her culture, would be her, basically her ticket into getting revenge, and help protect her, save her from what was going on. That really did not happen, but she ended up amassing kind of a following, recruiting some of the other patients. And at some point, Director White left. He doesn't really know what happened after that. And doesn't know what happened to her after that. Several years later, the conversion camp was shut down. He came back, bought out the camp, and turned it into what it is today. At that point, she was gone. Until she shows back up some decade and a half later, to do all of this. And then your radio crackled. She came over the radio to talk to you all, and he ended up kind of leaving and going back out to investigate and kind of make sure that there wasn't anybody else there weren't more campers.
Oh, he went out to investigate and he hasn't come back.
Not yet.
Okay.
He's been gone for a little while, maybe close to a half hour. But he did say he was going out to look and make sure that there weren't any other campers that were trying to find safety.
Okay.
I mean, do we hope that maybe he killed her so that we don't have to go out there?
That's not exactly a hope I'd hang my hat on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get the lay of the land, and whoever has the opportunity. And Mickey is like holding the gun by the butt of the hand, the butt of the grip. Somebody.
Pat will take it
Okay.
and then hand it to Alan's character.
Well, yeah. What is this character's name, by the way?
Henry Collins.
Henry Collins.
Yeah, he's kind of your athletic build. Generally does a lot of baseball talk and stuff like that. So he's built like a baseball player, kind of lanky, but very, athletically built in the legs and arms. He takes the gun, goes, "Okay, I think I know what I need to do."
If I end up getting shot by you, I'm gonna be really mad.
I'm not gonna shoot you.
Great. Good.
He's got
So-
he's got his finger off the trigger.
Yeah.
So one of the campers speaks up. It's a camper from your cabin, Henry. Michael actually speaks up and says, "Are you sure you don't want your bat?"
Oh, I'm taking the bat. I'm not leaving without this fucking thing. Oh god.
But you're taking the gun too.
Listen, if I shoot my shot and have nothing else better to do, I'm gonna swing and just call it a swing and a miss, okay?
Okay.
Fucking hate baseball. Privately to herself.
Okay. Mickey, you don't like the gun.
I mean, I'd use it, but like,
More-
I don't know shit.
More, I'm saying, if Henry's got a bat, I'm best with my hands.
Word.
Fair. I guess she'll like begrudgingly come over to Henry and be like, I guess I should take something.
Here,
So I
why don't
suppose
you
here's
take my-
here's my question for you guys.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to bring Liza?
She's pretty fucked up from last time.
Yeah. I think the idea is if
He
we
is
take the
injured and
fight to
high.
them, if we take the fight to them, we keep the bunker safe. That's at least where I'm at.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But I will I will go up to Liza before we leave and be like, Liza, if you bite it, don't bite it before we get back. Don't bite it.
Like what?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna bite it. I mean, they're not handing out food, so
Oh God.
You can have
Meg
food.
captured the Liza vibes entirely.
It's perfect.
you give me a character, I'm going to play the character.
Fair.
Henry's gonna hold the baseball bat out to Pat.
Pat will grab the bat, walk over to Liza, bend down, kiss her forehead, and then like head to the door.
Be safe.
I've got you to come back to. I'm good.
Oh, fucking gay. Mickey will hustle on over to the door.
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
I'll turn to the most responsible looking persons behind me. Shut this door as soon as we're through it. Absolutely nobody in. Well, unless you recognize their voice or their name, right? Like how you did for us. Just close it when we go.
Just keep doing the same thing you did before.
Yeah. Don't gawk.
You don't be fucking stupid. That's Olivia.
Don't be
No
fucking stupid.
promises.
Pretty good instruction.
We're way past stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
you are.
We'll hit the board on the ground like, let's go.
I think I will take point and like poke my head out.
You take point, poke your head out. Pat jerks you back out and takes point herself.
I don't see. Ooh, what was that for?
You have a gun. Stay in the back.
Fair.
What survey says?
Heading out the door. Slowly, stealthily as I can.
Give me a mind roll.
Oh, fuck.
Our mind character is in the bunker.
Okay, that's like not as bad as it could be. That's a 7.
7 success.
Considering it's my negative stat.
Yellow or black dice?
Yellow.
Hold on, let me open the sheet that I need.
It's not a question we've been asked before, and it stresses me out.
I thought I ask you that every time.
Yellow or black dice?
No,
Yes.
but I don't think I've ever been asked a color of die.
This is a
And in-
first.
I
And,
asked
like,
somebody.
The only game I played with you that has yellow and black dice was Alien, and neither of those dice were great.
I must ask
Nice.
somebody else before I go into call then. Because that's how I decide which dice I'm gonna roll for this game.
Oh,
Um
And you've asked me a couple of times which ones you're going to play.
it's
Oh,
not
okay.
important, it's just how I decide which D6 I'm gonna roll.
oh,
I thought this was some kind of like fresh game mechanic hell. where you
No,
had,
it's
like mental and physical consequences mapped to
it's
different dice
literally
colors.
just which D6 color I'm gonna roll. It's
It's
Okay.
yeah, it's okay.
it's
great.
how I have it's the most D6s that I have. That's
okay.
You've instilled in me an excellent sense of paranoia. Good job.
I apologize. Actually, I don't apologize. Okay, so walking through the actual main building, you don't see anything until you kind of get towards the front of the building where you get to where all the windows are. And you start seeing people like outside the windows passing by.
Motherfuckers just walking around.
Yeah, people are just kind of walking around the building, peeking in windows.
Okay. Well, let's stealth up and press the X button.
X to doubt.
I
me,
was thinking attack, but
make me
that-
body rolls for stealth.
okay.
12.
Oh, 12.
5.
Well, the 5 is a failure,
Yeah,
but
I've heard that.
it's okay because the 6 is also a failure, so you're fine.
Woofda.
Failure begets failure.
Success begets something.
Failure begets failure. Success begets failure. Mixed success begets mixed failure.
Okay, so trying to move to like knock some people out.
If you're moving to knock people out, you're gonna have to get through a door or a window. So
So I've wanted to
Um,
do this the entire time.
ooh,
We have objects that give us bonuses.
yes.
My object is her Discman. It's very hard to get a bonus from a Discman,
Mm-hmm.
but I would like to try to trick some people into thinking I'm a place where I'm not by playing the music very loud
Okay.
on the Discman to attract attention where I'm not going to be, to try to get an
That is
advantage.
beautiful. I love that.
I can dig it.
What would that be?
Mm, since you're being sneaky about it, let's. Since you're using your item, let's call that your mind +2.
Okay. So we're actually getting a bonus. Got it. Oh! That's 12.
Lit. So tell me how this plays out.
So it plays out like playing the Discman, turning up the volume, like going around a corner almost, and people come up and let's say it's using the door. Like we just put the Discman like in the brush next to the door. And people come up and just like open the door very hard into people.
Bam. Clock them right in the nose.
Yeah. Like kick out the door instead of kick in the door.
Okay. I kind of imagine the main building has like the doors that swing both ways, kind of like the cafeteria does too.
Yeah. So knock some people down, steal their stuff, and continue on my merry way. I'm hoping that someone else will talk to people because Pat is not a talking person.
Yeah, as your friendly reminder from your hint, some of these people can be talked down. Not all of them, but some of them.
So
We
how
just took
many?
out some of the people who can't be talked down. That's all.
Okay, I was gonna say, how many people did you take down?
I was
I
thinking like
I would
2.
yeah, I'll agree to 2 of them. Maybe they came up together and on either side you just bashed them.
Yeah.
And they're out.
We'll roll with that.
All right. Hey, did you find anything useful like ammo? Very specifically ammo?
What do I find?
what's in my pockets?
Hold on, let's make a roll. It'll be a fun roll. How many? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I have it 8? My dice. Dice ran away. One of them has a machete, and the other a baseball bat.
Okay. I will hand Henry his baseball bat and take the baseball bat from the person. And the
There's
machete.
also the makings of a Molotov.
Oh, we need that.
That sounds like something I will hand to Mickey.
The Molotov?
Yes.
I know what to do with a Molotov.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Mickey knows what to do with a Molotov.
In an uncharacteristically scholarly manner, Mickey looks at it, kind of like tips it back and forth, tests the wick with a hand. I mean, I probably wouldn't have used malt liquor for it, but
It's better than nothing.
yeah, but like, have some self-respect, man.
Also, I have damage numbers for you guys now.
Ooh.
Damage.
Damage. I came up with them earlier today. Look at me go. The baseball bat deals 1 damage because bludgeoning. The Molotov is more like crowd damage. It's limited to controlling where people can go and crowd control. Like it is dispersed to a zone. However, if you are caught in it, it is 3 damage if you're caught on fire. Was the machete picked up?
Yes.
Or are we leaving that? Okay. Machete is 2 damage.
What's my skateboard?
Your skateboard
Hey.
is 1 for bludgeoning.
Would you like the machete?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No. Henry is going to be better with a machete than I will.
Henry is getting stacked, okay?
Yeah. Henry has a bat and a gun.
Oh,
The
right. He has a bat and a gun. Okay.
The
But hold
pistol, for
on.
the record, is
Machete.
3 damage.
All right. I was gonna say, listen, like my sexuality, I swing both ways.
Violently with a bat.
Violent. With a bat and a machete.
No, I'm keeping the machete. We're back to shield and knife style.
However, keep in mind that all of these weapon damages can be mitigated by successful body rolls.
Okay. So basically, you have the 80s version of Sword and Board.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I've been to a Ren fair.
Sword and board.
Okay. I love these dice. Have I shown you guys my dice set for this game?
No.
They're white and they have blood splatters on them.
Oh my god, I love that.
Nice. Also,
Incredible.
what amount of people are we dealing with? Are there like a dozen? Are there dozens?
You're probably dealing with around 20 people.
Okay.
It's a good number of people. They were prepared to siege an entire camp.
Full of children. Why did you
Yeah.
need 20 people to do that?
Tabitha is a very convincing person.
Okay, because there's no kind of killing better than an overkill. Apparently.
Tabitha is a very convincing person. She wanted all of her followers there. Also, it wasn't just children. Remember, there are a bunch of adult staff.
It's like a dozen adult staff.
Okay, so here's a question. Do we let these guys live or do we just, kind of finish it right here? Just a quick stab.
Henry, this is why you don't get the machete.
Yeah, I'm aware, and that's why I'm trying to figure out: do we want a problem for later? Should these guys wake up? Like, I'm just trying to look forward.
Where did they get hit?
If they didn't get hit in the head, there are hits to the head coming.
They'll be lucky if they get back up.
Okay.
I imagine if you put the Discman in the bushes, they probably were bending down and you got them like right in the forehead or the nose. So if you get a full on frontal like that, they're probably gonna be out for a bit.
I would like to peek out into the area surrounding us and see where there's another like group of limited size or a group of maximalist size that I can really fuck up with a Molotov cocktail.
And then you're yelling at me about just finishing these two off.
It just seems unnecessary.
Overkill?
Cruel.
It's not cruel if you're just like quick stab. We're over here
This is a
lighting
fucked up thing
fire.
to talk about.
You're about to light people on fire.
There's a lake.
Oh, what the fuck?
So let's do this.
Yeah, is there either a group of minimal size or a group of maximal size that I can really fuck up?
I
Also,
really
didn't
hate
say
that our
anything about
talker,
using the Molotov cocktail yet. That was internal monologue.
our
Jeez.
talker is Liza.
I talk to people. I'm very spirited and convincing.
You have
Assuming
convinced me that
spirit
we
is
need.
It's a talking stat.
Just gonna say,
Like the talky people were Sabrina and Liza.
That's true.
We're left with the fighty people.
you've convinced me
This
into
is-
committing war crimes. Does that count?
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't I give you a decent will? I'm pretty sure I did. Hold on.
My will is 3.
Yeah, I gave you a good will. Use it.
I have not made a will roll that I remember like yet in this game.
I don't even
Anyway,
have a
okay.
will stat.
Yeah, we have one.
I have
had
a
to make it a
plus
couple
3 to will.
Yeah, you have good wills. Use them. Those are your
I don't know
talking
how
stats.
to use will as a stat.
Will is your talking stat.
We have
What?
goodwill, just not towards these men.
Okay,
Am I on an old character sheet?
probably.
That's gotta be it.
We haven't updated the character sheets.
No, the original, like way back in the day,
Ah,
might have not had will.
Uh,
I thought
Maybe.
will was like a defensive measure. So
body, mind, will, and skill.
I would have thought
oh,
mind is like talking to people.
body, mind. Okay, on my sheet, that's written spirit.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm so confused. Okay, yeah, no, I'm a great talker. I can talk people into anything. I got a +3 in that shit.
I didn't realize that I had the ability to talk, just not the ability to think strategically.
Yeah. You bet. It's only eloquent orcs here.
Meanwhile, the three of us, looks like meat's back on the menu.
I love all of you.
Here's the thing. Just being for real. I think instructions were not clear.
I literally wrote what each of these do.
That's true.
I don't remember reading that.
I read it a long time ago.
That sounds like a skill issue.
I mean, yes.
No, skills +2, and it's for whatever our specific skill is. In my case, foot dexterity.
In my case, fighting.
Okay.
Uh,
I love all of you. Okay.
I have an 8 in pain, if that counts.
Oh. You do have an 8 in pain. Because you rolled max.
I have a lot in pain right now.
We're all
Actually-
capping out on pain.
I didn't roll anything. You rolled out max.
I fucking rolled. All right, to tell you where this group is, because I rolled to decide where this group is. There is a gathering of about 3 people by the lake. They're far. They appear to be talking. They appear to be talking at the beach, because they found your canoe that you guys left on the bank, and they're trying to figure out where the fuck y'all went.
Do they look armed?
I think everybody
Yes,
who's
everybody is armed.
Everybody is armed. Got it.
Wait, we can't light them on fire in the event that it spreads to the canoe. We need the canoe.
I
They're
wasn't
also
gonna
a
let them on
little
fire
far
'cause they're
away.
too close to the lake.
Fair.
They're too close to the lake, and I don't know how far you can throw a Molotov. That really might be a heck of a body check, considering it was 50 yards.
Yeah.
Baseball player
yeah.
right here.
Well, I guess it's time to sneak into that away direction.
Or we just stop with the sneaking.
They have a rifle.
One person has a right.
And probably more have guns. People hunt around here. Girl, think.
Not good at that.
It's hunting season and we're the prey. So we fight back.
We have the advantage because we got the drop on them. So let's keep
Fair.
the drop. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Yeah.
I'm a sneaking. Hey, Meg, does foot dexterity make me better at sneaking?
You know what? I'll allow it.
Yay! So that's body plus skill.
Yep.
Yay! Thank God, because that was not a good roll otherwise. That's a 10.
10?
Yeah.
Everybody else is sneaking?
Anybody else coming with me?
I mean, yeah.
Not exactly keen on a 3-on-1.
Yeah.
What was
Trying to
that,
figure
body?
out how I can use other things, but just doing body. 12.
6. Wait, can I? I was gonna say, can I do a power slide into him?
I feel like that's the kind of thing that would come after
The sneak.
the sneak.
I want to
We got
just
50 yards to cover here.
That's
I want to
50
distract
yards,
them.
buddy.
I want to
50
distract
yards. Run. Cuts back to their faces. Run. Closer. Run. Cuts back to their faces. Is that a kid running at us? Run. Oh my God, I think they're about to power slide.
They won't see it coming.
So should we
Um,
roll fighting or body to try to take them out?
I rolled a 6, by the way, for that sneak.
Yeah.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that I rolled one of them as a collective thing, and it was an 11. So
Okay, so one of us is sneaking successfully.
one person is sneaking successfully. So
So
I
quiet.
spot. So one of them facing towards the camp spots the pair of you and points you out to the others, and they turn around. The other two that were facing the lake turn around, and collectively they start moving towards you rather quickly, brandishing their own weapons. A couple of knives, and one of them seems to have a net.
A net.
A net.
Neat.
What is this, bedrock?
Nets are a very effective weapon.
Yeah, they
So
are.
we've failed to sneak.
I mean, we have failed.
Yeah. So at this
You're
point,
great.
I would like to try to get their attention. Say, hey, if you want to be stupid, I'll take out you like I took out your friends. Otherwise, like, we can just keep the dominoes falling. You're not going to win.
Are you shouting this like across camp?
No, I am talking like closer, imagining like within 10 feet, maybe 15 feet, somewhere around that neighborhood.
So you've close distance.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to talk to them.
Got your friend's bat. I can disarm you too. In fact, I can do this literally all day.
Can she do this all day?
She's not his man.
Yeah.
One of them, ballsy as they are, it says, I don't fucking believe you. You're just a bunch of kids.
Brandishes a machete. I'm sorry. Like, where do you think we got this?
We
Or
literally
this,
have
as I
been
stand up with the gun.
like walking through and taking you out one by one. And I'm kind of tired of it.
Start rolling wills, man.
Okay.
Because whether this is intimidation or what,
That's 13.
Should I also roll?
if you would like to. Because again, intimidations.
It's an 8.
I think Henry's too fey to be holding the gun. That's a 3.
Oh, God. How did you get a 3? Don't you have a plus something to will?
Oh, it's Will?
Yeah.
Yes, Will.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
William.
sorry. I still went with mine. I'm smart. That's okay. So that's 5.
Okay, that's
I got
They're convinced that that's a toy gun.
they're convinced that that's a toy gun. They are convinced that I have the right to bear arms.
So they rolled a total of 9.
No one would give the skinny kid a gun. Guess there's two skinny
They're wholly convinced that the gun has nothing in it. That you literally just found it somewhere, which you guys
Oh.
did. But
I have a different mode. Your friend's bat. Toss it to the ground, and I will walk toward them.
you
They've got a net, man.
I'm aware.
hold on.
She's
I'm
looking
rolling
nice.
another ones.
Do you want me to roll again?
No.
I have a healthy respect for the net.
You should have a healthy respect for the net.
I know. I'm aware.
Right now, I'm trying to decide how this is going to play out because I have some interesting rolls. Was that 13 a critical success or?
As in, was it
What
two?
is a critical?
Yeah.
2 6s.
No.
Okay. Sorry, I'm playing the scene in my head for a second.
Yeah.
So how this plays is that in the face of your intimidation, one of them kind of seems to shrink back a little bit, and voices. You see the paint on the edge of it? It looks like Carlos's bad. You don't think that they actually got the drop on Carlos. And they're saying this all in a very low tone, trying to talk to the quote unquote leader of this little group, this person who's trying not to back down to you.
Is it loud enough that I can hear the Carlos?
Hear the what?
Hear that they're talking about Carlos.
Not quite. You can hear the talking, but not quite the words.
You might want to deliberate faster. You all hurt somebody that I care about. I don't care about you.
I for one, I'm sure y'all have people that you want to see after this. We got people that we want to see after this. I really hope your buddy's not hurt super bad, but might be.
You think we really give a damn about any of you? What any of you
No,
are
I don't
going
expect
through?
that.
Do
You
you?
have people that you care about? Because,
People you want to go home to?
Do you think any of us are here because we have anyone to go home to?
you have Carlos. He's not I don't know, the person you're dating, but it's not nothing, man.
I mean, if you are, we're not going to judge you for it.
Yeah, that is kind of the whole premise of the thing.
My preferred outcome is you just fucking off.
God, that would be so nice. I think for everyone involved. Have you ever been stabbed
Carlos?
before? That shit sucks.
You know what fucking sucks? You know what
I think you're
fucking
gonna tell me.
sucks? What fucking sucks is having a goddamn nail sitting right there, hovering right in the corner of your eye, having it threaten to be driven into the back of your skull.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
What fucking sucks is having bolts stuck to the sides of your temples in an electric current bolting through your brain.
Who the fuck did that to you? That sounds awful.
Like, holy
People
fuck.
at this fucking camp.
No, not these people.
There was another camp. Do you not know that?
There was like, I've been here for how many weeks have I been here for?
5 or 6.
I've been here for like a month and a half.
Mm.
And none of that shit happens, man. Whoever did that, they're long gone.
They've been gone.
People that were here still worked here. There are people here that were still at that camp.
Who?
Cartwright,
Cartwright was
Alexander,
trying to
White.
change stuff.
Wait, White worked at the camp?
was at the camp.
Didn't White like go to the camp as a kid? Didn't
And then he worked
All of them
security.
did.
And Cartwright was a fucking psychiatrist.
You think, like, legitimately, that any of them wanted stuff like that to happen?
Well, I mean, I think regardless of that, then your issue is with them.
Yeah.
Cartwright's fucking dead. None of us did that shit to you. I'm 16.
And it's a real fucking shame that you didn't have to suffer like we did.
You think that we haven't suffered?
Not the way we did. And we're going to make sure that you do. And with that, he grabs the net from the person behind him and throws it over you, Pat. I need you to make
A what?
a body roll.
Okay. That is a critical success.
Motherfuck. Okay. Because my critical success was to resist your fucking intimidation. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
In the fight that ensues, the only person I care about taking down is the jerk.
Yeah,
who
I kind of want to
who
wrap
just
the
said
jerk
that
in the net.
if you're gonna try to get the net from him
Oh no, get the
Well,
net
he-
on him.
on him, yeah.
Oh.
He's still holding on to it, so that's gonna be a contested.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Fighting?
run up. I was gonna run up and just kind of hold the gun out and keep the other two kind of pinned down with the gun aimed at them.
One of them
Let's-
is actually just completely backing off.
Okay.
Great. Good
13.
for him.
That is a 9, so that is a win on your part.
I'll get the guy wrapped up in the net and fucking like clock him one. But after I'm done, just lean over and be like, sorry you suffered. but our goal is to make the suffering end. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, man, this really helps nobody.
Hey, you guys gonna be cool, right? We're all gonna be cool here. All right, we're all chill.
Yeah, one's just completely fucking gone, and the other guy is.
Listen,
Do we need to stop that one?
at this
I
point, I'm beyond
scared.
caring.
Did they run off like away from camp? Or like back into camp?
Probably towards the woods,
Okay, yeah, that's
like
fine.
into the tree line, and the last guy has taken a few steps back, like a few feet, and is just kind of looking between y'all and the guy in the net. It takes
Notice
off the
something.
mask, takes off the mask, and there's a very feminine face, and says, "I don't agree with anything he said. I followed Tabitha because I thought she was trying to take down something that was corrupt. I thought it was still like that here."
No.
Newsflash, bitch. We're not. No, 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 no.
Unless you consider capture the flag a war crime. Because that's the kind of shit we've been doing. Till you got here. Now,
I'm
if
sorry.
you want to help us make that right,
I
Could use a hand. There's a lot of scared kids still stuck here.
and we're
And I think
trying
there's a
to
lot of
not
people
hurt people.
who Tabitha got to bring here on the backs of some bad research or egregious lies.
Either way, you guys got roped into some bad shit.
she wiped her lip and looks down at the guy who's squirming in the net and looks around
Give him
and
another kick. Idiot.
swearing. Looks around and says, "So you know that big tree that was still on the road?
Yeah.
There's a big van, big white van that's parked at the base of it. Tabitha's got the keys."
Okay. Can work with that.
Do you know where she posted up?
She was somewhere around the administration buildings. I think she's moved. White's kind of pushed her off of that.
Okay.
So what do we do with the douche canoe?
Put him in the canoe.
Sounds good to
I
me.
think that's poetic. Hoist.
In the
Shove,
net,
shove. Kick.
hoisted into the canoe. Canoe rushed off out to the lake.
Smooth sailing, dipshit.
Hey, you know the rest of these people, right? If you can tell us who's a dipshit like that and who's like you, we can decrease the amount of fighting that happens. You don't even have to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, I personally would love to improve the chances of getting to do more gay making out.
Yeah, I really like that was on my schedule.
Yeah, and we have a schedule to keep.
I can see what I can do. Um, obviously, if I stick around you guys, then there's gonna be a lot of questions. So I guess I can run interference.
I mean,
you get-
even if you can find the people that you know that Tabitha lied to, you don't have to be with us.
If you can convince them.
You've seen it. If somebody's an asshole, I'll kick their ass.
I'll I'll see who I can find. Maybe if I can get a couple people, we can see about clearing out a path in the forest. I know that there were a lot of traps put down. She really did not
Yeah.
want anybody leaving the camp.
Yeah.
Those fucking suck.
Yeah,
What
I can see by your ankles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But if you think
I'll
a
see
bear
what I
trap's
can
gonna
do.
stop me, it's not.
And clearly,
I'm
you're a hell of a
very-
fighter.
I'm very aware
Thanks,
of
it's
how
my
often
preferred skill.
Mickey says fucking sucks. After that guy, he's like, do I have to revise my vocabulary?
Henry's trying to figure out how to check to make sure the gun's actually loaded after that just absolute shit intimidation.
There's a safety on the side, man.
Yeah, but like, do I have to pull on something to see whether or not the bullets are in there, or do it like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Pat takes it, discharges the clip, and shows him how many bullets are in it.
Oh hey, look at that.
And my name is Lexi.
Mickey.
Henry.
Mary.
What?
If I'm being real, I might as well be real. It's my name.
Holy shit.
Cool then. We let's get on it.
You guys seem like good kids. Be careful, okay?
I think that's the first time an adult who hasn't been here has said that to me. So thanks. I really don't want to hurt any of your friends if I can help it.
If you hurt them, they probably deserve it. And she pulls her mask back down and starts off.
So, you gotta get Tabitha.
How are we gonna do this? Like we can't, very obviously we can't run into the middle of the freaking camp.
Wait. I have an idea. What sorts of clothes are these guys wearing? Because we've taken out at least 3 of them.
True.
For the most part, they're wearing fairly dark, like, pants and coats.
And
most of them, they're wearing, like, their hoods up and then wearing some sort of mask. A lot of them are animal masks. Some of them are wearing some of them are partial masks. I'm trying to remember what they're called, but some of them are
Masquerade
partial
masks?
masks, or not masquerade masks, but some are partial masks.
So if we go back to Carlos and Carlos' friend and grab their outfit,
can we also rewind and not have pushed off the dipshit yet?
that's fair.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that gives
Yeah.
us 3 outfits to approach Tabitha with.
As soon as I like get the mask near my face, it smells like cigarettes, and I immediately just try not to throw up.
Ugh.
No, trade me.
Oh god. Ooh.
That's actually funny because you had 2 people smokers.
Yeah.
I forgot until this moment that Pat canonically smokes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Henry's not gonna get along with either of you.
I was just smoking. It's good, clean living.
Yeah, we're not gonna discuss that right now. Let's get out of this before we deal with other trauma.
Do we want to do a break before we go to Tabitha?
I'm fine with that.
Before we go shank a bitch.
Yeah.
Right. We're gonna see about catching a quick break, y'all, and then we'll come back. Body stretch.
Don't forget, if you're at home and watching or listening, you should do a wiggle too.
Make sure you hydrate. Get some
Or
water
you
on those
die
bones.
straight.
Everybody, we are back, and it's time to confront Tabitha. It is time to confront Tabitha. So
God, my brain was like, it's time to duel.
duel. We left off with our merry trio retrieving disguises from their fallen victims, retrieving black, like dark colored clothes and the masks that they were wearing. So now they are getting dressed up and prepared to do what they're doing. What are you doing?
We are putting on the masks, the outfits, and walking up to Tabitha to ask her for the keys, I think.
I think we're going kind of in the direction of admin, but I think avoiding getting close enough that we'd have to confront White and potentially reveal ourselves as not ne'er-do-wells, but air-do-wells, if you will.
Let's avoid getting shot at all costs here.
Goal Number 1. No perforations.
I've been sitting here thinking, trying to decide what to have y'all roll to be convincing in these outfits to play your part, and I'm thinking that it's going to be a mind roll because you're playing a part.
I would like to argue that
What are
it
you
is
arguing?
will, because you are trying to maintain the social airs of being within the group, which feels more social than mental. And as an autistic individual, you can be really, really smart and not like have any social airs. So
You're gonna pull the autism card on me?
Yes.
yes,
I would also like to exchange it for a bucket of large popcorn, if that's doable.
Only if it's the alien popcorn bucket.
okay.
You got it.
Working on it.
I'll allow it. Yeah, will acting makes sense.
Now, does foot dexterity...
No.
That's a 10.
I will, however, make it a mind to try to perceive through your BS.
That's fair.
I rolled a 14. That's almost critical success.
That's a 7. Wait, are we doing mind?
No.
Will.
Well,
William.
okay.
It's a
That's
William.
a 9. That's not so bad.
We have a 9, a 13, you said?
14.
14,
10.
and a 10.
I am convincingly thuggish.
You make it past the general quote-unquote mooks. They're not paying you any mind. And let's see.
But are they paying us any body or will?
Arr, 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 arr.
Sorry.
They might be
Oh.
paying us something in a minute if we keep up those jokes.
White is deadass avoiding y'all. Ducking behind cover.
Love to hear it.
Henry's really trying to avoid cracking jokes.
Okay. So you're making your way through. One of y'all, doesn't matter who, you can make me a passive mind roll if you like. It's not particularly important. You
I
can
would
if you
like
want
to
to.
nominate Henry because I think both Mickey and Pat have -1
I
to
think
mind.
we all have minus to mind.
No, I have 1.
Hey!
Henry,
That's an 11.
truly the chosen one out of all of us.
I didn't think Henry could do anything, but he did it. I'm so sorry, Alan.
God damn.
So
Just
you
like-
catch.
I would like to report a murder.
Roast him like they roasted. Like they roasted our poor sweet teddy bear.
Oh,
That's
Too
fucked
soon?
up. Yes. Unbelievable.
It'll always be too soon.
so you manage to catch as you're walking around, trying to keep your appearances as 4 or 5 people disappear into the wood line. and you catch a glimpse of the mask that's being worn as Lexi. Seems that she has managed to keep up her end of the deal and gotten a few of the people that she recognizes as people of a like mind as her, keeping up her end of the deal and getting people into the woods to help deal with the traps.
Sweet.
I would like to have discussed before we're in the thick of enemy territory. How are we going to persuade her to just give us the keys?
With a gun to her head.
That seems like
That seems incorrect.
that seems very likely to backfire.
Well, if we point the muzzle towards her head, it'll go forward fire instead.
There's still, by my calculations, there's at least 15 people who could come after us in the thick of this camp. So I would, once again, love to avoid being perforated.
I don't like the fact that Meg's counting right now.
I'm trying to count down how many.
My friend John.
So there's 12 people. There's 12 people left.
I still think those odds suck.
We just walk up, ask for the keys, and go.
But like, you can't just be like, I need the keys to the van.
Hey, boss. One of the guys got hurt trying to get into the canoe. We need to get him out of here down the hill.
Idiot stepped on a bear trap chasing a kid.
Yeah.
Carlos.
Fucking Carlos.
Wait.
God, magic school
I'm
bus
checking my
flashbacks.
pockets. What is Carlos's last name? Did he have his wallet on him?
Yes, he had his wallet in his pocket. His last name is Alvarez.
Right. Okay. That's the plan. See, Pat? Didn't take too long.
Fair.
Let's boogie. Oh god, I feel like my mom.
Can we at least make the gun plan B?
Gun is a great plan B. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where are you hiding your skateboard?
I'm not. I was worried you were going to ask about this. I did not bring it.
Oh,
It took a lot to leave it behind, but I think I left it sort of on the backside of the dining hall on the inside when we changed clothes.
that's a tragedy.
Yeah.
I feel for you.
I don't love going places without it, but seemed like a bad choice to bring.
It's okay. Now you have the machete to kickflip.
I mean, hey, I got that. I didn't train up that foot dexterity for nothing. Do we spot Tabitha deep in enemy territory?
Please. I'm actually gonna need mind rolls to spot her. She is doing a sneaking.
8.
Mostly because fucking White keeps shooting at her.
I mean, she kind of deserved it.
Yeah.
9.
Even my dice are saying Bring on the end times 10.
What you jamming out to, Alan?
Rammstein.
Are you gonna roll a mind?
I did. It was an
It was
8.
an 8.
Oh. Am
Got
I missing
8,
somebody,
9,
you
10.
said? 8, 9, and 10.
8
Okay.
and 10.
Let's see. Tabitha rolled a 10 for her body. So,
Wait, Tabitha's a 10?
Tabitha is a 10 for that body yaddy yaddy.
Everybody's
I'm
got the
sorry. I'm sorry.
Just channeling Foxy for a
I'm
minute.
not.
Yeah, I am. I've spent a lot of time with Foxy lately.
Fair.
Let's see. So, spot Tabitha cloaked in shadow underneath an overhang in a charred admin building. The fire has died down, but only because it is moved to another of the buildings. And she has made herself at home in a creviced hollow with her rifle kind of to her chest as she is going through pockets in her coat.
It's the perfect time to sneak up and go stab, stab.
We're not changing the plan.
Fine.
Hey, Tabitha. We need the keys to the van.
Her her head snaps up as you approach her, and I imagine you're kind of keeping your voice low, whispering. You come over and whisper to her, and she goes, "What do you need the van keys for?"
Like, dejected head shake. Carlos was chasing a kid into the woods. Stepped on one of those fucking bear traps. Also, it looks like you're running out of bullets. I think Lexi had a stash in a car further up the road. Could send somebody back with them.
Carlos stepped in a trap. Just pry it open. But yes, I am
Tabitha, he
woefully underarmed. What were you saying?
Like I said, I think we've got bullets for that up the road. Somebody's Jeep. I don't want to leave you exposed for too long. It'd be better to have the van. And Carlos broke his ankle when he stepped on the trap. Bad fall. He didn't exactly bring splint or anything all the way here.
Your voice doesn't sound familiar.
Punched in the throat.
Roll me a will.
That's an 8.
I'm gonna re-roll these because I want you to have a fighting chance. Do me a favor. Because you have a disguise, roll another die on that.
That brings it up to an 11.
Tied.
Tied.
Does anyone else want to chime in?
Do we really have time to stand around? We need to get moving, get the ammo for you, right?
That director whites every inch the psychopath you said he was.
Would you like me to make a roll, see if it compares?
Yes, please.
14.
Do you want to add anything, Alan?
What are we rolling?
If you want to add anything to the conversation.
Nope, he's just gonna stand there nervously trying to keep his mouth shut.
Good man.
All right. With an 11 and a 14, Tabitha will concede and fish the van keys out of her pocket and hold them out to you.
Okay.
I expect one of you to bring the ammo back quickly.
You got it. Let's make tracks. You said she kind of like cornered herself over here, right?
She's in a little alcove, yeah.
Light her on fire.
I'm very seriously considering it.
Light her on fire as we go.
Consider it like consider it an L shape that she's in.
And she's like, here, right?
Yeah.
It would be very easy. It's hard to fuck that up. Do we have any cover from her going the other way?
No.
Feel like, on the one hand, we have everything we need to start getting people out. But on the other, she sucks and absolutely deserves to die. Mickey's gonna hand the keys over to Henry. Make tracks.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Go. And that's to Pat.
Okay.
And giving them like 10 or 15 pace head start, I'm gonna bend down like I'm tying my shoe.
Aim
Light
high. Aim
the
high.
bottle, and then not say anything, but just throw it and book.
Throwing it into the alcove.
She's in an L
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
The beauty or the double-edged sword of cover is that shit goes both ways.
There is a very loud shriek as suddenly the area around her goes up in flames. And she is trying to dive out of that dive out of the now zone, the lit zone around her. The thing about it is that a lot of that building has already been burnt to ash and charcoal. So the actual cove that she's in isn't lighting up. It's mostly just the ground around her that hasn't been completely burnt up. Her clothes are still kind of lit on fire though, so she is trying to duck out and stop, drop, and roll. Trying to douse herself out. But if you aren't looking back and just taking off, then
My hope is that pulls her far enough out of cover that White has a clear shot.
White's just doing his thing. And, gunfire goes off. The results of which
Indeterminate.
indeterminate, because you guys are taking off towards the woods to get to the van.
Yeah.
And Lexi and her crew haven't had the most time to get their work done. So you come across people as you go through the woods who just kind of stop with their hands up and go, whoa, 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 slow your roll. Let's go. Where's the fire? Poor jokes. But
They don't know.
they don't know. I will need you guys to make at least one body roll going through because like I said, they haven't gotten everything.
Okay.
Well, do a mind roll first to see if you catch the traps.
Shit. 11 critical.
Oof.
That's a 7.
That is
But
also a 7.
no,
Those are
sorry, a 6.
successes. A
Sorry,
6 is
that's a
not.
6. But I'm also the last person. So
You're also
you
quite
make
a bit
me.
behind everybody else.
That's also true. Any chance I can foot my feet at the last second?
I'll give
Duck
you
and
that.
roll.
I will give you that.
Body and skill. Let's go. That's a 10. Wait,
Woohoo!
no,
You avoid it.
12. Hey,
You avoid it.
I avoid it with aplomb. Duck and roll.
And we'll do one more for the road.
And obviously, on the way at some point, since we are leaving, getting Liza.
You'd have to backtrack into the actual main part of camp together.
I think the door is gonna hold, and now that we have keys, we can like go into town and get decent people to come back with us. Non-cultists.
Can we even trust people down there?
No. I really don't want to drag things out, but also I don't think Pat would leave Liza behind. And sorry, I'm flagging.
It is completely up to y'all what you want to do. You know that in town there's likely to be more police. There's going to be hunters. There's more than likely not everybody is going to be accepting, but there's likely to be some people, at least. And even if not everybody's not as accepting, there's still going to be people reacting to there's a bunch of killers going after kids.
Yeah, we're literally covered in blood. And worse for wear. Plus, we have that cop's badge from last episode, and we're like, this guy came out to the camp and he bit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or how about this? We go to the fire department.
But also, Liza is very, very important to you. There are a number of adults in that bunker. And a number of other people that you do care about.
My fear is that like realistically, if we open that bunker and take one person, everybody's gonna want to come with. Getting the fire department to clear the road and like come in will scare off people and probably scare off Tabitha. Assuming she's not already, punked and dead.
One could say is you roasted her.
That's also not me telling you like that's what we have to do. Like, it's a fair call to make. Is there anything else? You said there one more for the road. Before we get into the car.
I was gonna say body to get down like the side of the
Oh yeah.
the side of the
Bluff.
the bluff.
That's a 12.
Easy peasy.
13.
That is an 8.
Easy peasy. You get to the road and the van is right there.
Holy shit, guys. We made it. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's get this done.
Fire department. Fire department. Wait. Do any of you know how to drive?
Yeah, I know how.
Okay, thank God.
I have my permit.
I have a license. Let's go.
Thank you. Here you
Thank-
go.
Oh, thank God.
So with Mary at the wheel, you guys make your way down the mountain to actual Runner's Cross and to the fire department. You roll in, and somebody immediately stops you and tries to find out what's going on. I imagine in a bit of a out of sorts panic, try to explain everything that's going on and what's happening up at the camp. They hear out as much as they can to get a grasp of the situation before they start giving out instructions to the rest of the crew, and they start forming some sort of rescue operation. They do start summoning police, start getting the local medical officers involved, and even start reaching out to some of the locals, seeing what they can go ahead and get organized for stuff like donations, lodgings, setting up a local, like the local Y or something like that, so that they can set up a lodging for the amount of people that they're literally about to start bringing down the mountain. And vehicles, they start heading up the mountain. As for you all, you're sat down with a couple of the first responders to start going through the story, talk about what happened. If you guys want to sit in this moment and talk, you're welcome to. We can move forward a bit, and it's dawn.
I think once it feels over, Pat is just quiet.
Yeah. I like the idea that the moments after this are like mostly in montage for Mickey. And like we get a moment where like Mickey sees Liza like getting pulled out of a car and is like, oh shit, okay, you're good. And Olivia as well, like anybody that she recognizes that is okay. I have a like in the aftermath thing that I want to do, but if anybody else has a post dawn thing they want to do before that,
I think
Just big hug for Liza whenever she gets there.
I think it takes a moment before Henry actually lets go of the gun, because like he's kept his hand on the gun the entire time. and like I think it's the sheriff or somebody just finally talks him down to letting go of the gun.
Definitely a deputy who sits with you for like as long as you have this weapon and is trying to coax it out of your hand. And
Very
it's like
clearly shaken.
it's a lot of little steps, but the first one is absolutely getting the ammunition out of the gun.
Yeah, outside of that, I don't think I really have anything. Unless I don't know, unless Kenny's aunt decides to show up.
That's part of the process, is that it takes a while to get everybody down the mountain, because obviously there's the drive up and then the drive back down. And of course, they have to clear out camp, get all the people that were threatening the campers, canvass the area, canvass the camp, canvass the woods, apprehend as many people as they can, and then of course get all the campers, the counselors, the staff. The last person to make it back down is White, because he's he's the last one, because he wants to make sure everything is done, everything is dealt with. But once staff is all on scene down the mountain, they start going through and making calls and redirecting all the guardians, all the parents to the town, and beginning the arduous and shameful process of informing them of what happened. And of course, that, like I said, it's shameful. It is insulting. And it's heartbreaking that this happened. Because obviously, this was supposed to be a safe haven, at least for some of the kids here. I mean, even if parents or guardians sent their kids here thinking this was a conversion camp, they were still supposed to be safe. Their lives weren't supposed to be at risk. So everyone is redirected back to the town. So eventually, guardians and parents do start showing up.
Them making all those calls implies that they have a copy of the records.
The office was not damaged, so those files are brought down.
Mickey is at some point going to peruse the documents, looking for a specific phone number. And like write it down on a piece of paper. And then eventually, like, I don't know if it's while they're still in town, but like at some point when she feels safe, is going to pick up the phone, and when she gets an answer, say, "Hey, is this is Mickey, or is Finley there? Or not Finley, a different name probably."
I think it was Maeve.
Whatever the name is. You can say that this is Mickey. And then, like, fade to black on that. At least for her. Other people might have something.
Okay. At some point, Kenny's aunt does show up and does receive the news that Kenny had passed away in the fires. And I imagine that somebody does end up explaining what happened in the fire. Whether that's one of you or someone that happened to witness it, or Director White was told and then relayed the message. She is heartbroken, but she also expresses that she couldn't be more proud of her nephew because he, even though he died, he did it protecting and trying to save someone. And she still approaches Mary, even though she addresses her as Pat, and says she is still welcome to come home with her because that was the agreement. She agreed to house Pat, and she would still honor Kenny's memory by keeping that word.
Yeah.
And if Mickey needs it, she's welcome as well.
Yeah, I think Mickey's definitely not headed directly home. At least for a while, I think Mickey goes with.
Who's your friend?
Oh. Henry's
Looking at Henry.
Hi. Whoever you are. Oh, God.
We started running with them after what happened. Somehow reminds me a lot of Ken.
Yeah.
Way worse at drawing.
Yeah. Is it bad that I may or may not have broken Kenny's heart too while we were there?
It is bad.
I'll keep quiet on that.
Definitely don't tell someone that, man. Like, why?
Kenny has a type.
I am awkward as fuck.
Yeah, well, you could have awkward as fucked with him. Shit. Fuck.
Kenny has a type, and it's athletic heartbreakers. It's a trend.
You're not wrong.
Are you waiting for your family?
Yeah, they'll be here soon.
You don't sound enthused.
I'm less worried about my dad. My dad doesn't really care. It's my mom. So I'm pretty sure it's my dad coming up.
You don't sound particularly enthused.
Yeah. Not really much to be enthused about right now.
No, I imagine.
Mickey hands over a Sharpie and sticks out an arm. Write it down. Don't make me regret this.
Okay. And
Before I change my mind, man.
take the Sharpie, write down the number. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll reach out.
Great surviving with you, everybody.
You need to figure out another way to deal with stress.
I do.
Dude.
I really do. Maybe puppets or something. I don't know.
And Mickey will like pat him on the forehead, and then I don't think the bags were recovered, but I think somebody probably brought down Mickey's last surviving possession, which is the skateboard. This is me.
The last thing before everybody goes their parting ways is that there is a non-denominational vigil hosted for all the souls that were lost during everything that happened. Candles, a short speech, names read, that kind of thing. Non-denominational is in no religious aspect to it.
You see Henry kind of think about it and then very much second guess it and sit back down.
This is the only time throughout the series that we've seen Mickey not wearing a hat.
Afterwards, is there anything left to say? Or do?
I think you guys kind of like, as everybody's starting to leave, you see Henry just grab what little bit he has and just catch a bus.
I think in Mickey's wallet, we've got that one picture of Mickey. But on the reverse side of it is a sketch of like the whole cabin and of course our frog. And Mickey like takes the sheet, makes a photocopy of it, and we see them like laboring over like their calf, doing a stick and poke of it.
I think the only thing left would be like talking with Liza after saying all the other things. It would be like, oh, I guess I should tell you. My name's Mary. I think I'm tired of hiding.
Thank you for telling me. It's nice to meet you, Mary.
Nice to meet you too.
Same.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
Well-
Henry just straight up ditched his father.
I think that's it, everybody. That is the end of Camp Runner's Cross.
A little foreshot that could.
The little foreshot that could.
How many episodes did we get to?
12. Over a year, y'all.
As it should be. Hell yeah. These gay babies deserved every second.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's go ahead and do some outros, everybody.
Reverse order, or how are we doing this?
It's your turn. You spoke.
Okay. Well, since I volunteered myself, hey guys, my name's Alan. All saying I. You'll see me here hanging around in Singularity. A lot of the time where I have random shows that come on. My next one being not next week, as I will be at a concert, but 2 weeks from now when we come back with King's Gambit. I had to remember which one I was running. It is a spy thriller in which they currently have the bad guy in the back of an SUV that is heavily armored, and they're going to go interrogate her. After that, I will also be back for, I think it's the 31st, when we're doing Into the Mucklands, which is a Lands of Eam campaign run by our very own Fail Prime. It's fun. I play Mermit, who is a psychotic. He's a psychotic version of Kermit who likes to kill everything.
So
'Cause
he's Kermit?
Yes. My name's Mermit, and there's no greater evil than I. And yeah, that's it for me. Go over to Sin.
That's fair, I did talk. Hey, everybody, I'm Synthetic. You can call me Sin. Asynthetic20 if you're on the dumpster fire, known as X, Twitter. Ugh. God, it felt awful. Synthetic20 on Blue Sky. And I've got some things that I'm going to be doing coming up on the 19th of this month, scheduled for White Wrestling, Championship Wrestling Memphis. Going to be finishing off that series. It's the pay-per-view time. And that's going to be a lot of fun. They just sold out the Coliseum, 12,000 seat venue. And we're going to see how the pay-per-view goes. And then on the 2nd of September, I'll be back doing more Queensgate over on Queensgate Chronicles, my channel, where they just run a tea shop, but it's a horror game. Never forget it's a horror game. Iron Sworn is coming back for season 2 starting on the 5th of September over on Nerds with Dice. And then Fragments of Tomorrow's Apocalypse will be back on the 8th of September. We'll see if I'm able to make it because that's my birthday. But other than that, we do have a casting call out right now. Country of Mist, a new City of Mist game here on Singularity, which I will be GMing. I'm excited for it. If you want to come join us for that, then the application is open. And I think that's everything. Me turn it over to Vermin.
Well, thank you. And hello, I'm Legendary Vermin. Tonight, I played Mickey. You can find me as Legendary Vermin on all the places on the internet that matter, including Itch, Twitch, YouTube, the hell site formerly known as Twitter.com, now known as .com. You can find me probably on one of your favorite video games, most often as Legendary Vermin. If you want to see more stuff like this actual play type beat, you can catch me this Friday over on Bright Dystopia, where I'm going to be playing a sweet little Revenant in the Reclaimers. You can catch me also a week from today over on Neon Lights Roleplay, where you can catch me for some more mecha action in Fading Chronicle. And then on September the 9th, you'll be able to catch me for The World Within You, which is the Voidheart Symphony game that I run, also over on Neon Lights Roleplay. You should check out the games that I write on itch.io, legendary-vermin.itch.io. We have an update coming for No Amount of Armor, because I've been reading Break and I've been quite inspired. So keep an eye out for that. And outside of that, take care of yourself, look good, feel good, look good, and all that. Meg, take us home.
Hello, everybody. I am Meg and/or Meg Mysteria. You can find me as such on Twitch, on Twitter, on itch. If you like or are curious about the mechanics that we rolled tonight, you can find them on my itch page in the They Are Here ashcan, which is a system that I wrote. So you can find it under megmysteria.itch.io. .itch.io. Yes, that probably. It is a system that I am currently working on and hopefully will be expanding upon. I say hopefully, but I will be expanding upon to create a much larger system. But this is the very first stepping stone for it. So, sorry, uncontrollable itch needed to be scratched. So, we are working on that. As far as what you can find me in coming up, you won't be seeing me in Breaking Neon this month, but you will next month. You'll see me next week on this coming Tuesday with Vermin in Fading Chronicle doing mecha bullshit. We won't be doing so much mecha next week, I believe. We will be exploring an asteroid filled with pirates and bounty hunters.
We're going to be on foot. It'll be such a change of pace.
It will. It's exciting.
Yar.
And then not this week, it's next week. I'll be back for By His Shadowed Peace, where I get to do psyker bullshit. If you're not familiar with psyker bullshit, well, right now I'm not doing psyker bullshit because I actually passed out, and I'm dying. Because I did too much psyker bullshit. Anyway, I think that's, well, I'm gonna try to get an alien session scheduled this month. So hopefully we'll be bringing Heart of Darkness back this month. So there will be that. And I think that covers it for me. We're gonna see about rating Neon Lights Roleplay. Right after this, they are streaming A Good Death. I forgot what system they are using, but that's what
It's
they
Kingdoms and Warfare.
Is it Kingdoms and Warfare?
It's Kingdoms
Yeah.
and Warfare.
Kingdoms and Warfare. They're dealing with an undead regiment tonight, from what I remember Foxy telling me. So let's go give them a raid and see what is going on with them. Stick around, and good night, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye.